They say it's a shuttle. They gotta provide. They said they don't. There's no parking over there.
Oh. That's the only reason. So I'm like, honey, we don't like doing shit. And I'm like, most of them definitely got a car, so they don't got that kind of stuff to worry about. I don't know. Not in a restaurant.
In my head, I'm already thinking outside, outdoors. But then I saw the shit. I'm like, damn, girl, the shit. You want to get married on a shit like that? I'm like, girl, you're going to have to give me at least another 2-3 years.
Married on a shit like what?
I saw the views and shit.
Oh, so you did see my repost?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that looked beautiful.
It like, did. Wow. And I was like, she going to have to wait.
Not really. It's a lot of places with nice views.
Now, I think I only looked over at 2.5 of these sections. I didn't look at all, so I'm like, the rest I'm about to be doing a guessing game here. Can you hear me that? Thanks. The place that Ananias showed us, I'm like, girl, is that right? The right place?
Mm-hmm. That was where I think it was like, I don't think it was at that one. I think it was at the other one. I mean, it's the same exact thing.
I don't know. Oh, back. That's what they went to last summer. Mm-hmm. What does this stand for? Cookout?
Cookout.
Yeah. They'll be fine.
That shit was just too old fog though.
They be fine. It's not gonna. It's way hotter in the summer.
I'm surprised they was checking at the big ass fucking Cookout for tickets. I don't think they be checking at you stores for it. Especially after a certain point, it's like, honey, they trying to get all these people in.
Mm-hmm. He taking long to get his charger.
He on the clock, so he can take his time.
Enforcing baselines helps to standardize configurations across systems.
Oh, it's just...
So you want to enforce it. Which of the following term refers to the laws an investment firm? I think this one is risk tolerance. Yes, risk tolerance. Which of the following best describes a threat actor who primarily depends on common found tools easily accessible to a script kiddie to the dark web? Which of the following mitigation techniques help protect a device from unauthorized network? And one is from software. I want to say a host base firewall is what does that. What I realized is that like you have to carefully read the questions. You can't rush through these. What term refers to an organization level of acceptable risk exposure? I want to say risk appetite or exposure factor. But my gut is telling me risk appetite. I might just be hungry. But it's actually, the answer is risk tolerance. So what term refers to an organization's predetermined level of acceptable risk exposure? Risk tolerance. There go Franklin right there. Which of the following best describes an organization's structure that allows autonomous decision making and separate? It is decentralized government. A power plant utilizes system to manage and monitor daily operations, including machinery systems, sensory feedback. While these systems offer centralized control, what security concern is most associated with them? I want to say limited security update capabilities or runtime efficiency. But I'm not sure, so let me sit on it. Dude, so a power plant utilizes specialized systems to manage and monitor its daily operations, including machinery and sensors feedback. While these systems offer centralized control, what security concern is most associated with them? I'm going to say limited time. Which of the following statements is not true about log aggregation? That I have no clue. Let's read them. Because conducting an awareness program for its employees to enhance their cybersecurity knowledge. If you remember me from this morning, I think this is one of the questions. As part of the program, they have planned and executed phishing campaigns. Which of the following best describes the primary objective of phishing campaigns conducted during security awareness training? To test employees' ability to recognize and report phishing attempts. When evaluating the introduction of automated systems and security options, which of the following is prominent time-related benefit that security professionals might expect? Not sure. And I made it to question 47. And this is probably the fifth question that I have no clue. So, when evaluating the introduction automated systems and SOC, which of the following is a prominent time-related benefit that security professionals might expect? Reduced time. After remedying, I think this might, okay. Wants to ensure that remediation steps were successful. Which of the following method that examines network logs? Reviewing the network event logs? Which mitigation technique involves shutting off specific entries and exit points in a system to prevent potential vulnerabilities? I think it's disabling ports. Okay, question 50. 40 more questions to go. 40 more questions. 4 questions to go. I'm done. I'm gonna wrap this. Apparently though, the test is only 75 questions. So Alex, a network reviews the logs at 3 a.m. He finds logs from 2 nights that's mysteriously missing. Regional IT manager. Okay, question 51. I have no clue what this one is. So I'm going to look it up.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
A software
Yes,
development
ma'am.
company regularly releases software based on its global customer
Okay.
base.
Okay, that's good.
Reed, a cybersecurity specialist, is often in company's IPS that he knows while signature-based, highly effective against known threats. Limitations. Which of the best describes limitations?
Oh.
Which of the following vulnerabilities is unique to cloud computing, posing risk, and related to unauthorized, insecure interfaces and APIs?
Wow.
Which of the following hardening techniques help protect systems from attacks by installing like a firewall, antivirus? I want to say installing endpoint protection.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what I want to say.
Okay. He couldn't hear you. Yeah, you didn't hear what he was saying. Okay, I'll let him know.
And we just completed
Bye-bye. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Could be exposure, could be low. I want to say this is low. If it's not low, it's medium. Oh, it's a high likelihood. But high is not on here. Yeah, girl. 2 ladybugs landed. One landed on my phone, and the next one landed next to me. So it'd be critical. Damn. What is the name of the cryptographic key that can be freely distributed and used by others to encrypt messages? Is it a public key? Which of the following mitigation techniques can help enforce compliance with security standards and policies on systems or network by designing programs that are allowed to run and blocking all other programs? Application list. Which of the following best describes software development life cycle and application? Yeah, this is a question. This is one of the questions we looked at. Down.
I didn't even know Shay was doing this shit.
What?
Stools, because this look nice.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
She be advertising the wrong shit.
Oh, it's weird stuff. Yeah, y'all, I don't know this one. I'm actually at loss for words. Susan has been entrusted with determining the purpose and means of processing personal data for the organization's new marketing. She decides what data to collect, how long, and retain. Which of the following best describes Susan's role? I want to say a data controller because she's controlling it. I'm at 62, y'all. 62. Which of the following best describes an approach where foundational systems are set up and overseen using scripts? Ooh, this is what we learning in class. I want to say serverless, but I'm not sure. Infrastructure as code. So it's IAC. Which of the following best describes the approach of where foundational? Travid, y'all remember his name from this morning. Travid is evaluating an attack that has occurred in his organization system. He sees that the attacker entered a lot of data into their memory, and the API is temporarily stored. What type of attack? He did a buffer overflow. 64. Which of the following best describes the initial step to ensure secure procurement process is Dion's training? I have no clue. You lost me. Verify he's legit. What type of encryption only affects a section of a storage? File level device. Encryption. To improve security at their law firm, Nora, a security analyst, wants to implement a system that will selectively block or allow traffic based on the nature of communication. Which firewall type would mostly be effective on this purpose? Let's see. Layer 7 firewall, VPN, 802 times 1, layer 4 firewall. What do y'all think it would be? He on the phone with his mama, I think. Yeah, y'all, I don't know about this one. Wait. To improve security, the Nora security analyst wants to implement a system that will selectively block or allow traffic on the nature of communication. I don't know. I'm going to just say virtual private network. Which of the following result from products that are no longer being made, supported, but are still usable? End of life vulnerability. That was a question this morning too, y'all. What is the primary difference between sanitation and destruction? Sanitation involves erasing data so it cannot be collected. Which of the following best describes how automation and orchestration in cybersecurity operated influence employee satisfaction? I feel like this is one of the questions, but I just said, fuck it, let me take the test, because I remember this question. But we are at question 70 as of right now. Yeah, so an AI company wants to implement a security measure to identify and evaluate potential threats to their system and networks. What is the following an example of managerial security control that the company could implement? The only thing I can say is intrusion detection system or a risk assessment. Like, and I feel like a risk assessment might actually help. Dion Training Solutions admit to optimizing worldwide while ensuring advance. I have no clue what this one is, so I'm gonna take a guess. Yeah, I don't know. After 50, I didn't know those questions, so I'm just taking a guess. Okay, I'm lying. Like I'm guessing, and then I go to see if the answer's right or not. Cause like I don't know. I want to hurry up and get to see if the answers, and I want to know why that's the answer. But majority of these, I'm actually proud because I actually did it myself. As a security analyst, you're reviewing application logs while investigating a suspected breach. Which of the following pieces of information is not typically documented in the area? I feel like the server, but I could be wrong. It's the physical location. Which of the following motivations refer to an act of stealing information from a system's network? Data exfiltration, disruption, ethical motivation, or service distribution? Data exfiltration. A security analyst is reviewing alerts from the IPS. She recognizes a pattern of false positives from signature-based detections. Which of the following is most likely the cause for false positives? The signatures requiring a tuning. During a network investigation, Aiden, a cybersecurity analyst, identifies two key irregularities. The CEO, who tends to work late, logged in from Paris and Tokyo within 5 minutes. Bless you. There's an unexpected surge in emails from the HR department outside of the recruitment season. Which of the following should be the analyst's most concerned? I feel like, cause why is he logging in? A tech company discovers a firmware in their device that contains a hidden backdoor. Which the backdoor ended up being overseas from who they contracted with. So that's already obviously supply chain. Which of the following explains the difference between agent-based and agent list? Ooh, I don't know this one. I got 10 questions left, y'all. What they got? It smells like mashed potatoes.
I don't know.
An agent base required an installation of software agent on each device monitor control, while an agent list uses network protocols. Which of the following terms emphasizes mathematical structure? It's either hash or signature. Encryption algorithm. That was a question on there. In the meeting with CEO, Burton has asked for guidance in developing the rules of engagement for the upcoming meeting penetration. This is a question from this morning. The CEO thinks they need to create rules of engagement since they are hiring experience. Well, respect the company to do the penetration testing. Why is that important for the company to establish the rules and engagements? Kelly is reciting its network infrastructure to expand R&D team. Which of the following strategies might Kelly decides to manage its IT infrastructure with physical location, retaining most of its control over hardware. Which of the following security? I want to say multi-tendency or risk transference. In regards to automation and orchestration, which of the following terms accurately captures the challenges faced with dealing with a system characterized by its intricate web interconnections? I want to say complexity. Which group is most likely to possess funding and resources to recruit top talent, including skilled designers, coders, and hackers? The criminal syndicate. A drone malfunctioner employs a real-time operating system to ensure time task execution. While optimizing for real-time performance, which of the following security concerns might rise? A buffer overflow? Which method is accurately demonstrates authentication process for personal mode? That was definitely a question. I want to say PMK. A pairwise master key, yeah. Shit, I have no clue. Y'all, don't piss me off. Don't piss me off, y'all. Don't piss me off. So I got like, okay, because like I said, 15 of the questions I looked up, I got a 70. But because I looked up the questions, they say I got a 90 on it. Because I looked up 15 questions because I didn't know the answers to.
That's great, though.
Yeah, I think studying in the daytime really does fucking help, and I think reading the question out loud helps.
The only problem is in the exam, you can't necessarily
Read it out loud.
So you just be like, fuck.
So I got about 70 out of 90 correct.
That's good. Because we got a thing on last time, so okay.
Okay, y'all. Let me go send this to Miss Gibson because I'm feeling myself right now, y'all. Look at this.
Do you know the difference between algorithm and buffer? Do you know the difference between algorithm and buffer?